guys, welcome back once again. Today I'm coming at you with episode 3 of Planet Zoo, okay? I have been absolutely frothing on this game. I've been loving it, and I've been dreaming of it while I've been sleeping, so I felt I had to play it again today. So we're back at it. Now, raise your hand if you're an idiot and started filming yourself, but not the game. Yeah, that's me. So I'm just going to do a quick little recap of what happened. Our beautiful aardvark matured. Our little baby girl, Telza, I do believe that was her name, did mature, and we sent her off to be released to the wild because you can end up with too many animals in one barrier and then they start to fight due to overcrowding. So as much as we loved her, we set her free. She's going to a better place where she can run wild and run free and live a happy life. But what I was pointing out in this is once you do release something to the wild, you do actually get conservation points. Oh, look at that beautiful boy. Kind of allows you to buy those more hard to find animals like elephants, giraffes, cheetahs, lions, all that jazz. So we have actually got 143 conservation points, which I think is what we got from her. So we might treat ourselves to a more exclusive kind of animal. But I do have to talk to you guys because I made a mistake in the last video. Some of you guys might have picked up on it because I'm an nincompoop and you could see it as I was talking about it, but I was just off in my own little world. When one of my peafowls had a baby, it had 2 babies. So I was like, Ryan and Dev, those beautiful little chickadees. But in the background, my other peafowl also had 2 babies, and she had a little boy and a girl. So there is now 8 peafowl in my enclosure, which I think is fine. I don't think that's too many for them. I think they're happy with that. So if you happen to notice that, absolute hats off to you guys because I was oblivious to it all. So yes, now we've got a lot of peafowl. But I do notice that the barrier of this is getting mighty low. So let's call the mechanic over and see how often they come. If you click on the habitat and go to maintenance, it'll tell you how long it's been since the keeper, the vet, and the mechanic was last there. And the mechanic wasn't here for a whole year. So let's go ahead and change that and make sure the mechanic comes every 3 months, and same with the vet. The keeper, we need to come every month, otherwise the animals aren't going to get fed and the place isn't going to get cleaned. So we'll leave it with that. And if the barrier does get too low, the animals can get out. They can break through the walls and it can be chaos. So let's not try and aim for that today. I mean, I'm sure it's going to happen at some stage. Just hopefully not today. Let's do that with the bears as well, shall we? Also, I've got some good news. Apparently, let's see, shall we? Yes, my black bear is now pregnant, so I'm very happy with that. July in year 6, so it is now March, a couple months, and there will be the cutest patootus black bear running around. Okay, our zoo seems to be going pretty good. It seems to be making cash. We've got almost $70,000, which is beautiful. Very happy with that. Okay, so some research has been complete. There should be some more staff buildings, I do believe, as well as the black bear has been fully unlocked. We're doing pretty good. Let's get some... What was that one virus we've had? Okay, we've already fully researched that. So I like to just try and get ahead of the times. Let's start researching 2 other ones, shall we? Okay, so our bears are just enjoying a nice little treaty. Let's get onto their habitat. They should have some nice enrichment items now. A bobbin drum is perfect for the Formosan black bear, which is the one that we have here. So let's chuck one of those bad boys in. It's the same for this one. Yes, it is a frozen block of fruit ice, which sounds actually delicious. Like, I feel like if I was an animal, that would be great. The bamboo feeder is also for this one. So let's chuck that over the back there, give it a little bit of a mix up. And then let's go food enrichments. Is this one here for the bear as well? Yes, it is. So we'll chuck that over the back. We'll give them something to play with. Do they climb up that to get the food? I don't know, but I'm going to chuck it all in here. It looks like fun, and I want them to have the most fun that they could possibly have. Wind chimes as well. Okay, let's fully deck this bad boy out. Let's chuck them over here. People don't need to see that too much. Okay, now that I'm just going to deck out the rest of these with some nice enrichment stuff, because I feel like my animals deserve to be treated well. The aardvark likes this little scratching post. Pop it up there. A scratching pillar. Let's give that to the bear. I know, I'm jumping to and from. So who likes the water? The aardvarks like the water. So let's chuck you over there. Do the peafowls also like it? Indian peafowls do. Let's give them some water. Oh my god, my peafowls are fighting. And my bear's about to have offspring. Oh my god, everything's going out of control. Let's check out the peafowl information because I feel like there might be too many males. We might have to actually release some to the wild. Up to 4 males, up to 16 females. Okay, so let's see. So I've got 5 males, so I should probably actually, okay, and they've bred again. There is now 6 more babies in there. Maybe we'll have to get rid of Dev. Dev, we're going to release you to the wild. It's got a good fertility gene. It's got plenty of fertility left. So it's going to go out there, it's going to bang a whole heap of little female peafowl, and it's going to have the time of its life. And that's the only way I can press release, knowing that that animal is definitely not just disappearing from this game and not doing anything else. It's enjoying its life, okay? I've given it a good life. Let's go check out my beautiful little bear. There should be a cub at any moment. Oh my god, look at it. Is it not the cutest? This has to be it, right? Surely. I haven't missed it, have I? Knowing me, I've probably missed it. There it is. Oh my god. Look at it. Okay. Is that not the sweetest? I'm guessing there's only one. It is so flippin' cute. Oh my god, what a sweetie pie. Where are you going? What are you running so fast for? Are you gonna climb a tree? We're going through the bush with it. Oh my god. Is it gonna... Yes. Yes, it is. It's so little. Okay, I can't handle the cuteness of this game sometimes. Okay, enough of that. Fengi. Oh my god, Fengi is such a cute name. Okay, so I feel like for our next enclosure, maybe like just over this way would be nice. I feel like we could then bring the path off over this side, veering off just near the bears, which would be perfect. Also, we are earning some serious dosh, so let's see what animals we can get. Let's go animal trading. The aardvark is about to mate, so there will be another little aardvark very, very soon. Giant tortoise? I could do giant tortoise. Actually, how many conservation points do I have? I have 800, so I could... Okay. So I get them from releasing animals to the wild, improving zoo reputation, and having well-educated guests. So that is nice. Ooh. Let's get the Chinese pangolin. Is that how it's pronounced? I'm not 100% sure. But they look cute, okay? Let's adopt it and adopt it. There we go. We have our next petaroonies. Xinhua and Gulang? Okay, I'm terrible with pronunciation. I'm 100% butchering that. They, I do believe, are going to quarantine. Let's get their little enclosure ready. Let's check those bad boys out. Okay, so they need a climb-proof fence, 2 meters. That's totally fine. 182 square meters, no climbing, no water, and whatnot. Okay, so let's get this bad boy. They are critically endangered, so if I can get these little bad boys breeding, that would make me so happy. And apparently guests can enter this enclosure, so I might give that a go, because I really don't know how that's going to go. I feel like if I'm going to let people come into the enclosure, I want a relatively large enclosure. Because, I mean, those animals deserve to be treated right. Let's go these two can be glass. So people can see into it if they want, but if they want a really nice good view, they also have to come into the enclosure. Or actually, maybe that one can be glass as well. Because these are shy little critters, I do not want to make them too uncomfortable. Okay, I've changed my mind. That one can be glass as well. This one, not glass. When I get two-way glass unlocked, I will of course throw that in because animals, I want them to have their privacy. Okay, that's it. Look, it just walks in like that. It's nothing fancy, nothing special. Okay, so one of them is passed and ready to go. The other one is not. So let's just give it a little bit of time. Wait for them to both be ready and then chuck them both in here. Let's get the outside ready while we wait. Let's chuck up the usual information systems and signs if I don't end up just backing up into that tree. There, as well as let's give him a TV and a speaker. I'll have to see if that is going to work because you do not want information to cross over. People get really disgruntled apparently if you end up crossing the information over. Like if they can hear two things at once, they just don't like it. They're picky, okay? Quarantine is passed by both of these bad boys. Let's move them into their enclosure. Oh my god, they are so little. Hopefully this enclosure is big enough for them. I didn't even check actually. Let's check that. Okay, plenty big enough, but because I've got people coming into their enclosure, I felt like it wasn't very fair to give them a small, just big enough enclosure. Okay, let's see what these bad boys need in their terrain. They like a lot of coverage. That makes me so happy because that means, you know it, I can't go overboard with plants. Okay, let's check out the terrain. They like a lot of short grass, they don't like much long grass, and they like a lot of soil. So let's change most of the ground to soil, I do believe. That is what is going to be what they want. Weird little critters, soil. It just seems like, I guess if they're eating bugs, that makes total sense. I just don't see otherwise why. That'd be their preferred choice. Perfect. That is exactly what they want. They need some hard shelter. So I think I might even tuck that away. Ooh. Maybe I'll put that all the way over here Beautiful. Let's chuck in some large bedding for them. No, too big. Medium bedding. Okay, now let's get on to the environment. They want tropical and temperate, and they want it from the continent of Asia, which is easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I feel like they could do with maybe some bamboo style stuff. Oh, that's really high though, isn't it? Maybe not bamboo. I mean, I can always get creative and do it myself though, so maybe I'll do that. Does anyone get like serious Jurassic Park vibes when they see like wooden doors like that? I don't know, it just gives off those big old doors that they have at the start of Jurassic World. Or Jurassic Park, I should say. Okay, let's change it up. What else can we have? Banana palms, okay. Just some nice bird nest ferns as well. We'll throw them in sporadically around this area. Just add a nice little bit of colour around the joint, like that. Perfect, beautiful. I think that's probably it. Elephant ear, oh, maybe, you just can never have too many plants. So I wouldn't even mind kind of closing up the windows as much as possible. So if you did want a good view of the little critters, you kind of had to come into the enclosure. Okay, I think I like that. We'll see how we go. We'll unpause it. We'll go back to the critter. We'll see. The enrichment's not very good. Nutrition's not very good, but that's totally fine. That will increase the more we research them. So I do believe I chucked somebody on that. Did I not? Vet research? Let's see. No, I did not. So let's chuck Kevin on that. Get Kevin going. Come on, Kevin. I've got faith in you. Let's get these bad boys some enrichment. So there might even nearly be a double up, so let's just check. Actually, I completely forgot to give them food and water. That's not going to be much help, is it now? Okay. The Chinese is what we need. Am I not seeing it? Oh, there we go. It was in the one that I clicked on first. Of course it was. The Chinese. Pangolin? Pangolin? I am terrible with pronunciation. I feel like we know this, don't we? Let's chuck in some water. And let's see if we've got any enrichments that double over. Okay. So we've got the nice termite mound. That does. We've got the slow feeder over here. And we've got the foraging box. Ooh, we have to pick a nice spot for that. I can technically put it half on that. I don't like that though. They can go without that and we can see what else we can get them in a little bit. Toys. Okay, they also like this. Yes, they do. I wasn't expecting that. Small ball, they love it, they play, they have fun. Herb scented enrichment, and a gift box, because who doesn't love a good gift box? Wow, I cannot talk. Chuck in a sprinkler. You know what, I kind of feel like putting it directly next to the guests, so they have to walk through it. You're pretty much standing on the critter, my dudes. You guys need to be careful. And my bear is swimming, look at him. Ugh, the cutie. Bohai, bohair. You're a cutie patootie, and so are you, you tiny little cute cub. So I'm hoping that this means that the animals can't get out. I'm not sure if that increases the likelihood or something or what. Vet research is complete. Low welfare? Why? It's trying to hide. Doesn't really like the people in the enclosure. Maybe I need to give it somewhere that it can fully hide. Maybe if I put some walls up. Okay, so it seems to be dependent on where it is. Maybe if I put a be quiet sign in, that might fix it. Let's go facilities. Let's chuck in a do not disturb sign. Because they're just gentle little critters, okay? They don't want you to be yelling at them. And do not feed them. I feel like that has to be a given. I don't know what moron would ever go into a zoo and be like, I need to feed the animals. Actually, maybe I don't want to give them so much space for the people to come in. Maybe I want to take it back a little bit. If I just like delete the path, what happens? Okay, the people just get kicked out. That is as far as I'm going to let them go in. I'm going to give the critters as much chance as they possibly can to hide. They're little shy beings. They don't want people attacking them 24/7. It's probably the wrong animal to pick for people to go into the enclosure. They seem stressed. How are you doing? Is that a little bit better, my dude? Okay, the stress seems to be alleviating ever so slightly, so maybe it's because they can keep their distance from people, if they choose to. So I'll leave it with that. That should be fine. Oh my god, I haven't actually had people inside the enclosures. I kind of like this. Maybe I should do that more often. We are making some serious dosh, okay? I need to spend some money on something other than animals by the looks of it. Let's decorate ever so slightly. Kind of seeming slightly tropical over here, and that was not necessarily what I had planned, but I'm kind of going with that vibe now, so we'll see how we go. I might have to put another tropical kind of animal over here. I mean, I don't know what to go with though. Okay, that's far too big. Let's put in some Cactuses aren't really tropical, but they're going in. Many guests think tickets are underpriced. There's not a sweeter notification than the fact that the guests think the tickets are underpriced, because you know what that means. It means you can pump up the price and they love it. So let's do that, shall we? Let's crank it over to maybe like $10 a ticket, shall we? Let's be wild. I mean, they'll tell me if they think it's too pricey now. Okay, let's go with that. God, they've been in there for like 2 seconds and they're already about to get the frickety frack on. I feel like I could have missed their frickety frack, but let's just see, shall we? And it's pooping. That's totally fine. Does it have a mate? It does. They're now mates, which means there is a high possibility that they are going to breed in my zoo, which makes me so happy, okay? Okay, because the lines seem to be not too bad. I mean, they are long, but they aren't ridiculous. I don't want to put in another vendor's one just yet, but I tell you what we can do is we can change it up a little bit and go to, is it facilities? Habitats. No, it's facilities, I'm pretty sure. And we go small animal exhibits, which this is pretty much things like spiders, bugs, snakes, lizards, all that fun stuff. You can put them in here. Let's maybe chuck in 3 of those. They're just like not really in line that well, are they? Okay, we'll go those 3, and now we actually need to buy them. So let's go exhibit training. What am I talking about? Trading. Let's see what we can find. Ooh. Let's go these 2 bad boys, shall we? The Brazilian salmon pink tarantula. Done. Adopt. The female version of it. Adopt. Let's go 2 snakes. Let's go the common death adder. I do believe that that's what it is. Adopt that bad boy. Adopt that bad boy. Ooh, I could have got the gold standard one. Ah, look, mistakes were made. And let's go... Ooh, what else can we do? Let's go some frogs. Some golden poison frogs. They seem cute. I think maybe because my zoo is getting that little bit bigger, we should probably do another caretaker. Maybe let's do 2. Let's do a keeper. Let's do 2 keepers, just to be safe. The mechanic, we'll do another mechanic. Let's chuck in another security guard. We'll do... No, I haven't put any more vendors in, and we'll do another vet. And we'll see how that goes. Staff facilities are completely researched, and so are habitats. So let's see what we want to do next, shall we? Let's do... Maybe we'll do a shelters and climbing, and we'll do... barriers, because if I do research barriers, I do know that I can get the 2-way glass, which is pretty damn exciting if I do say so myself. Okay, so I do believe that these ones can't go into quarantine, so we can just move those straight in. Okay, now because we don't really want all the windows open because you can only see them from this side, you can click on windows and press close. Nope. Close, close. And you can chuck on a 3D facade if you'd like. And just make it look nice and closed and not fully open. So of course you could have a path going all the way around any of these and it would work, but that's just not what I'm really going for at the moment. If you go to the Brazilian salmon pink tarantula up in this little book over here, Brazilian salmon pink tarantula, you go habitat, it'll tell you the ideal temperature, which is 23 to 29, and the humidity you need to have it at. So I need to have it between 50 and 80 for that one, or 84. So let's go ahead and change the temperature in this exhibit. So 20 to 29 was fine. And the humidity, as long as you just have to pretty much click on it, I might need to increase that a little bit. I mean, they do also show you in these little white zones here of what that is meant to be. So if you follow that, you should be okay. Was it 25? Maybe it was. Okay, so that one is now under control. That one should be fine. Let's go this one. We need to take that to maybe 24, maybe 26. Okay, perfect. The humidity for that one needs to be really high though, so I'm going to say maybe like 80. Let's see how that goes. Make sure you turn on the little information boards as well. Not you, kid. I want that. Let's go. The common death adder, and let's change everything that they need for that. Let's increase that a little bit, shall we? I reckon that's probably closer to 25. And we need to increase that to maybe like 60. There we go. Perfect. They should be all okay. Now you will of course want to add that to the work zone as per usual. Otherwise you will not have a keeper coming and taking care of them. Don't forget to also add donation bins because people love to donate. I feel like 2 should be suffice. Surely they can donate from there, right? You'd hope so. Are they not coming and cleaning that right now? Like, what is happening here? Call the keeper. You all are nasty. You're pooping too much. I might have to get rid of some of the peafowls. I might release them to the wild in the near future. There's been a new... This should be a little baby aardvark somewhere, is there not? There it is. Oh, what have we got here? I mean, I miss Telazar, but this one's pretty darn cute as well, I will admit. A little girl. Aisha? I believe. Aisha? Is that how it's meant to be pronounced? We'll go with that. I love these animals, man. Okay, let's go. The zoo seems to be pretty popular, not gonna lie. What have we got? 700 people in here at the moment. Not bad, I will admit. I mean, I kind of don't like this where I've selected for this zoo because it seems to be raining an awful lot, which drives me insane. But other than that, the zoo's doing pretty good at the moment, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so there we have it, my dudes. I think I'll probably wrap up this episode here. We have had a beautiful little baby black bear. Beautifully. A beautiful little baby aardvark. We've also got a whole heap of peafowls, okay? The peafowls have been my enemy. I did this the first time with tortoises. They all got a little bit crazy. But I am going to leave this episode here. Thank you guys so much for coming out, hanging at the zoo with me. It's been an absolute pleasure. If you guys did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you do not miss out when the next video will be up. Thank you guys once again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!